Where'd she go?
I lost her. Where's Sophia?
She said 1.
Okay, 1. Thank you.
I missed out on your screen, but I've held up 1 from the beginning. Sorry.
Okay, no worries. I'm trying to shuffle through because I think I can only see 3 of us at a time. But
Okay.
I got yours, Patricia. Dave, what do you think?
3.
3. And Dad, what do you think, Dad?
Well, I believe that he very well could have asked Bill Bynum to play tennis.
Jerry's a lot better tennis player.
And he might have shot himself, but I don't think that he was asked to play tennis.
Oh my gosh, Dad. Okay, so you think you stole chocolates also? And Terry, I didn't see yours. I'm sorry.
Oh, we were a team, but if
Or you're grouped together. Perfect. So you guys are both 1. All right, awesome. What do you think, Jerry? Are you ready to tell us which one's the lie?
Okay, let's see. Number 1, when I was a young kid, I was a little different then. And, I probably was, probably elementary school. Anyway, I love chocolate chips. My mom would store them in the cupboard, and I'd steal them off and on. So one day I took a bag of chocolate chips from the grocery store.
Wow.
It scared me so much, I never entered that grocery store again. Let's see. Actually, on number 3, William Shatner, we were in Hawaii, and we were in a tennis club anyway, and just standing there, and he was there. He wanted to find somebody to play tennis with him, and my ex-wife wouldn't let me.
Oh,
I never got the opportunity to do that.
Darn it.
Number 2.
Wait, is that part of the reason why she's your ex-wife?
Yeah, part of it, yes.
Okay.
In fact, yeah. Anyway, number 2, Joyce has been to Paris, but I never have. And so I was.
Oh, wow.
No opportunity. It was my lie. It was no opportunity to stand in front of the Eiffel Tower.
wow.
Darn it. Well, so Bill, that means that you won that round.
All right, Bill.
I love it. All right.
It's fun, actually.
Next is Miss Terry.
Okay. I have a twin brother. I was valedictorian of my high school, and I lived in Miami for 7 years.
This is a tough one for me. I think 3 as well. Dad, what do you think? 3?
3.
Yeah, I say 3.
Brian, you're not allowed to vote. I feel like you
No,
already
I'm
know the
choosing.
answer to this one. All right, so Bill said 1. Jerry, I'm sorry, I missed yours. 3. And Rebecca, you said 3.
Yes.
All right. Patricia, 1. All right. Dave, I missed you. I'm sorry.
3.
3. Okay. All right. I'm going to go with
Okay.
3 as well. And let's hear it.
Well, I do have a twin brother, and Brian would also be my twin because we all have the same birthday, except,
Oh my goodness, how funny.
except he's a year older.
Just 1 year.
Just 1 year old. I did live in Miami for 7 years.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, South Miami. I lived in Miami Beach. This was South Beach actually before it was cool. Then I lived in Miami proper for a while there. My first two older children were born in Miami, and I was not. No, that was me.
She was a troublemaker.
So you got us on being the educator. I suppose I No, because I knew you lived in Miami, but when you're specific 7 years, I thought you were gonna come back and be like, I was only there for 6.
Yeah.
No, you got me there.
I got you.
I think that makes Terry so far the biggest liar here, because I think we all got it wrong. We all got that wrong. All right, thank you, Terry. Okay, so Walt's not here, but we could have some fun with this one. I'll read them for him. So 1, Walt flunked out of Penn State. 2, he was born in a taxi on the way to the hospital. And 3, he was a water boy for his high school football team. And because I didn't ask him to specify which one was a lie, we won't ever know until we get to ask Walt himself. But we could have some fun with it.
Imagine him flunking out of Penn State, you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Dr. Dardan, the nuclear
Yeah,
scientist.
doctor.
Well, it depends on whether he actually went to Penn State.
Maybe got
Oh.
stuck at Penn State. I don't know.
I thought he was more of a.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that is. Yes. God, Walt.
All right.
The last
Darn
two-
it. We'll have some questions for him when he,
Yeah,
when he
we'll
comes to
send
the
him
next
an email.
meeting.
Yeah.
All right, Rebecca, you're up, sister.
I didn't realize we were gonna be reading it. I didn't realize they were gonna be totally like under our own names. So I don't know. Okay, I'll roll with this.
This is sort of fun, isn't it?
I thought we were gonna read them and you're gonna try to guess who it was. Anyway, never mind. Okay,
Well-
1. It's fine. 1, I'm a type A control freak that always has a plan. 2, Ken is my favorite Rotarian. 3, I volunteered at the Elmwood Women's Correctional Facility for 2 years and started a rehabilitation program in 2005 that is still thriving.
Wow.
Very good.
I mean, you guys can think, what do you guys think? Is the
I'm gonna say two.
I don't know. It's either a peace sign or my answer. So I think we all probably
Jerry
get a
wants to
point
put
for
it
that
in
one.
writing. Jerry's like, it's in writing.
Jerry.
Just give everybody a point.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Now everybody's on the board.
Okay.
That's funny.
Well, okay. Anyway,
And Ken's not even here to defend himself.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Rebecca.
yeah, you're welcome.
52 is the right one, right?
Yes, you did.
All right, Bill. I'm looking forward to some
Oh my
explanations
God,
here.
really? Oh,
I remember what I said. I've lived in Texas, Alabama, New York, Illinois, New Jersey, Ohio, Los Angeles, Wisconsin, New York City, San Francisco, Oklahoma, New Jersey, Philadelphia, San Jose, and New Hampshire on there.
Yeah.
That's number 1. Number 2, my cat got on a train by itself in Dallas and rode it to, that's incorrect. That's should be RODE, rode it to Houston.
Oh, thank you. Sorry.
3, I skated 4 miles down and across frozen Lake Pewaukee in Wisconsin, partied with friends at Kim's Bar, and skated back home.
I hope that's true, because that sounds like fun and dangerous.
True that on
the
both.
problem is I think they're all true, but there's
They're all, I know,
something in
that's
there.
the issue.
Yeah, okay, so
All
one
right.
has to be true because as you're reading it, you realize that one was missing. A location was missing. I'm doing process of elimination right now.
Right.
And you probably could have packed a cat in a one of those like little travel whatevers, right?
But by himself.
I mean, but you
Yeah,
you
I
load
think
the
I'm
animal, you
biased.
load the animal and they didn't get on the train.
Yes.
I mean, I would just, whatever.
Could have been just a very smart animal that decided to.
Yeah.
84 miles.
I mean, based on your history, I think number 3 is true.
Yeah.
Me too.
And one is true unless there's a.
One is true.
state there.
All right, let's hold up our answers before we give them away. All right, I think number 2 is a lie. Okay, so Patricia said 2. Dave, what do you think?
And
1.
then he didn't actually say it was a real cat.
This is true.
It could have been a stuffed animal.
Brian and Terry, what do you guys think?
2.
2. Greg with 3 Gs.
2.
You just have to kind of separate the tabs.
Jerry, I'm sorry, I missed you.
I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna, where is it? There it is.
Number 1, I love it. Perfect. And then Rebecca, can you say what yours was for me? I'm sorry.
I went with 2 as well.
Okay, perfect.
2 is too obvious.
All right, Bill,
You ready?
time to reveal.
Number 1 is true. I have lived in all those places. Whenever the sheriff found out, we moved. Number 2 is true. As a little kid,
Wow.
I was holding my cat when I went down to see my father off on the train from Dallas to Houston. The cat got out of my hands and bounded up onto the train just as it left. And the whole thing, when they returned the cat to me, was written up in the Dallas morning newspaper.
Oh my goodness.
Number 3 is partially true. I did skate 4 miles down across Lake Pewaukee, and it was a hell of a lot of fun. It was black ice, and you could see the reeds, the fish underneath. But it's not true because after partying at Kim's Bar, I was in no shape to skate back. So
I
should
knew there
not
was
have
some
second
truth
guessed
to that story.
You know what? I knew it too. I shouldn't have second guessed myself on that one.
oh, did you?
Uh,
That was a
I
wild.
was like, I was gonna say it's gonna be like Stacy's Bar or something, you know?
Yeah.
It was a wild winter. A 6 mile or 6 or 7 mile long by maybe 2 mile wide lake froze one night when it was totally still with no snow, and we had this huge pane of glass to skate on all winter. It was really neat.
Yeah. I like warm, dry land activities.
Good idea. Good thinking. So do I now. You wouldn't get me up.
I haven't seen it. So I think that none of us got that correct. So now Terry and Bill are tied for the biggest liars. All right. So I'm next. So my first statement is I toured through Romania my senior year of high school with the chorus. 2, I was baptized in the Baltic Sea. And 3, my great-great-grandfather was a guard for the last king of the Royal Hawaiian monarchy.
Yeah. 2 is pretty obvious again.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like, I think she was baptized in the Red Sea. I don't know.
I can believe 3 and I can believe 1.
I can believe them all, but I'm gonna go with 2.
Okay, 2's the lie for Rebecca.
No, it's your lie, Jessie. It's your
My
lie.
my lie. I'm sorry. Patricia said 2. Jerry, what do you think? 2.
She's gonna come back and be like, yeah, she was baptized there. That's when Wadey sang on that cruise ship or something.
Yeah, right. Brian and Terry said 2. Dad, you're not allowed to play.
Probably 1.
All right, I think I got everybody. Dave, what do you think?
He said 2.
I don't see him
Oh, you
anymore.
said 2?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. All right. So I was baptized in the Baltic Sea. When I was 17, I went on a missions trip with my church, and we spent 10 days in Latvia. And our pastor baptized a group of us, and it was really wonderful. And number 3 is also true. My great-great-grandfather was a guard for the Hawaiian monarchy. My maternal grandmother was actually born and raised there, and it's Hawaiian by blood. So in going through and learning about the ancestry from that side of the family has been super fun. And yeah, number 1 is a big fat lie. I never took Romania, but my dad did. He did that when he was in high school, or I don't know if it was high school or college, but I stole one of his old tricks. So I'm a liar too, and everyone believes it. Yay! All right. So I think Brian, you're next.
Okay. I worked on Obama's campaign for SEIU in Georgia in 2008. In 1983, I did a rugby tour in New Zealand and Australia. And I have a photo of Kamala Harris, myself, when she was a senator for California.
Hey, Dad, can you? All right. What do we think?
Terry's going to recluse herself.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say,
Yeah, this is a toughie.
I'm gonna say number 1 is a lie. Because Brian never would work for Obama.
Did Brian play rugby though? He doesn't look like a rugby player to me.
What?
Oh, yeah.
I got my Guinness.
All right. What do we think? Still said 1. Rebecca, what do you think?
2.
2. Bill,
It hasn't brought me much luck when I'm loyal.
2.
Yeah, I don't think he was in Georgia. I think he worked on it here.
Dave, what do you think?
Number 3.
3. Awesome. Okay. I think 2. Okay. And Jerry, I'm sorry.
That's 1.
You had 1? Okay, perfect. All right, Brian.
Okay, so number 2 is true. I just want to say that right up front.
I still don't believe you.
It wasn't the A side, it was the B side, but it was what was it, 3 weeks?
Was it like a pickup game? You like walk
Yeah.
past the park?
Oh God, you would go into the
It's for
town.
older players.
Not in 1983, he was young.
You would go in there, the town would have a party when you got there, you would play the game. Usually we got killed because, that's their national sport. And then we party afterwards, go on the bus the next morning, drinking beer, and start all over again, at the place.
I was there, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Terry was there accompanying me. And yes, I do have a photo. I put it on Facebook. I can't believe you guys.
I saw it.
Yeah. I was in DC and she came in to talk to us and she did a group photo and I'm right next to her. No, I did work on Obama's campaign, but it wasn't in Georgia. It was in Arizona, of all places, in 2008.
There you go. So it was number 1's a lie.
Yeah, one is a lie.
There goes Bill. Bill's picking up points.
I know.
I'll give you photos of me playing rugby. How's that?
I'd love to see him.
Okay, you can Photoshop anything these days.
That's true.
Oh my God.
Okay, so we'll do the next one.
All right. Yeah. So my dad's gonna share his screen now because I wasn't able to add the last
Give me a second to figure out where it is.
But so far, Bill Bynum's taking the lead.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's like a lot more than I needed to share there, isn't it? There we go.
All right, Patricia, thank you so much.
Okay, I met Steve, should I go ahead?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I met Steve Wozniak at a dog park. I have been married 3 times. I love Ireland, want to return.
Where do you live?
Where do I live? I live down the street from Terry and
Brian.
Brian.
That's right. Okay. I know Steve Wozniak lives in like Palo Alto. He has a house there at least. I don't know how far you go to walk your dog, so.
I almost ran over Steve Wozniak once.
How?
I was pulling out of a parking lot and he was on his Segway and he went around me.
I was gonna say, it would have hurt your car more than him.
That's what could have been. Let's see.
I feel like your shawl looks a little like a Celtic shawl almost, like it could be something from Ireland, so maybe that's true.
Okay.
Unless she has a bad memory of Steve Wozniak in Ireland.
At a dog park.
At a dog park. So the dog park's not named where it's at. So
Did you marry
True.
Steve Wozniak?
is he actually a common denominator in all these situations? Brian's on there, so
I'll say
that's out.
2.
Are we
I don't
voting?
I
I
know,
was
I'm
gonna
gonna
say
take
2
two,
also.
I'll
too.
do 2 also.
Two.
Look at
All
you.
right, 2. Steve said 2. Rebecca said 2.
Mm-hmm. It's done
Brian
me so
and
well so
Terry.
far.
2. And then Bill, I'm sorry, I didn't see yours.
2.
2. Maybe it was on purpose, because if you get this right, that means it's over for all of us.
Well,
All
we
right.
got news then.
All right, Miss Patricia, go ahead and share.
Okay.
She's already laughing at herself.
I'm trying to remember which one was a lie. Okay, so the first one, I did meet Steve Wozniak at a dog park in Cambrian. He has sisters there, and he was dog sitting the dogs. And I asked him, my son is he's a physicist by degree, but he's working as an engineer. And I asked him, I said, if you would give a young person advice, what would be your advice to a young person? And he said, to be happy who you work with.
Hmm.
Huh.
Did you ask him then why he was dating Kathy Griffin?
I didn't know that.
I mean,
He seemed like a nice guy. I mean, he was just sitting there and just, the dogs were running around. And I looked at him and, you're kind of starstruck. And I kind of went over and it's like, hi, are you Steve Wozniak? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, I'm Patricia. Nice to meet you, blah, blah. So we started up a little chat. So he was very nice, very personal. I did go to Ireland. And I loved it. It was very green, very pretty. Even though I was married at the time, some man that was driving the bus asked me to stay with him and live with him.
It was Irish.
I'm like, okay, I mean, this is crazy, but I felt very flattered. Of course, I said no. And the lie is I was married 3 times. I only was married once. And that's
so the bus driver? No, the guy you were there.
But if you would have accepted the bus driver's invitation, it could have been twice.
I
Well,
love
she could have
that.
been.
So
She could have
good.
had it in different, countries too. So, I mean,
That's great.
So good. Thank you, Patricia.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
So Dave, did you want to play? You can play if you
Oh,
want.
by the way, everybody gets that right, huh?
Everybody
Yeah.
gets it right. Yeah.
I've got to jump off to another meeting right now, so I can't play.
How do
What?
we know? That
I
might
think
be a
that's
lie.
a lie.
That's the lie. That's the lie.
No, I really do.
Okay, take care.
It's 1:30 meeting. Okay, thanks.
No problem.
All right,
Thank
Dave. We'll see you
Good
later.
one.
Bye.
So that makes Mr. Bill Bynum our winner.
Yay.
Hey, Bill. And you and Terry are tied for the biggest liar, which now I'm thinking should also get a prize. So if you, I'd love to drop something off. So if you could email me your address, that would be awesome. And I am gonna leave your prize
Jesse,
at
I
your
can send it.
doorstep.
I can send it to
All
you.
that. Thank you, Rebecca. Perfect. I really hope everyone had fun playing. I did.
Yeah,
That was fun.
Yes, that was great. Very good.
Awesome.
we
I
learned
could
some.
have. I
thank
could
you.
have made it a little harder for you.
Yeah, Rebecca. Sorry.
I was like, you know, like when you play bingo and you get the free square in the middle. I was the free freaking square.
Totally. Yeah, you put us all on the board.
Thank you, Jessie,
fun.
so much.
Thank
That was
you.
fun.
I really appreciate everybody participating. It was fun.
And next month is the little lovers over there. I don't know if they're in your top left. They're in my top left.
Yeah.
Not that I'm swiping left. I just mean they're in my top left. For our February social event. So I'm excited to hear what we have in store for that.
Me too.
Not right this moment. I'm just saying.
And where they're going to be, because you never know where they're going to be.
Oh, yeah, where we're gonna be.
Well, it depends
We
on
might
which
be
day
in
you choose
Tahoe,
for the
who
meeting.
knows?
Well, it
Yeah.
depends on which day. Do you know which day you're choosing for the?
Yeah, I think it's the second week of February. 11th.
Okay.
The 11th.
The Valentine's.
Oh, actually, the week of. That's right. You're right. Okay.
Yes, Valentine's. Don't forget.
Perfect.
Brian, who's our speaker next week?
It's a guy. I can't remember, man. Jeez.
Such pressure.
He was talking about some global children thing with Rotary. It's in the grapevine, you know, if you guys read it. Do you want me to look it up?
Well, obviously you didn't read it because you would know.
I know, I just don't remember.
Did you read the grapevine?
I read it enough to get the link to the meeting today.
Let's see.
See,
you got-
Brian, I don't need to write these leafs every week. I was like, can I just write like an orchard in the beginning of the
Oh,
year?
actually, no, I did
leaf.
read your leaf this week. No, I read your leaf this week.
Oh, what was it about?
I remember you talking about your health,
Okay, you don't need to bring that up. Okay,
but
but
that's
but the point was, what was the point?
I don't remember that point. I was too busy coming up with my lie.
Brian can't-
Yeah, so that was your lie. I read the leaf.
Brian, you have-
The guy is
I have to get this call, you guys. I'm sorry.
Rodney.
Vitaly Brexernda. He's a founder of Rotary Children's Fund and coordinator for the Cultural Youth Exchange in Golden Gates.
Oh, cool. That sounds like a good speaker.
Yeah, it does. So he sent an email asking to speak. And then the next meeting after that, February 11th, is a night social event. So we
At
can,
night, like 6.
6 o'clock, so we can drink and all that stuff. Okay,
You didn't send me the
Two
link
screens.
to the grapevine.
I did. I thought I did. All right, I'll send it to
You sent me
you.
the grapevine, but you didn't send me the link.
All right, I'll send it right now.
Yeah, send it because, you know, Jerry got his vaccine and hopefully he'll still be functioning tomorrow.
Yeah,
John, Joyce's too, because she's not until next Tuesday. She's the one that needs it.
yeah.
Oh, and you got yours ahead of her, huh?
Yeah.
That's, you know, Joyce is not dumb. She's like, Jerry, you get yours first.
I got a couple
We'll
of
see
days
how
to
you
drop-
do.
Drop dead.
You like start growing another ear or something, then you know.
Yeah.
Hey, Jerry, do you have a Gmail account?
Who are you
Yeah.
talking to?
Jerry?
Who are you talking
Do
to?
you have a Gmail account?
Do I have an email?
G.
Gmail.
G. Gmail.
Oh,
Gmail.
Gmail? No.
Okay.
Well, wait, hold on now. How do you make your Chromebook work without a Gmail account?
Actually, I do have a Gmail account. I wouldn't have any idea what it is though.
Oh, okay.
Hey guys, I hate to be rude, but remember I was telling you I have a bunch of vendors coming over, so I just don't want to hang up and be disrespectful.
No
See you
problem.
next
Have
week.
fun.
Patricia, I
Bye,
hope you
Rebecca.
join us again, Patricia, okay? Jesse, I'll send you bills,
Bill's
maybe
info.
my
Thank you.
address. But anyways, yeah, I'll send you bills. Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Rebecca.
Okay, so I guess that's about it. Wait a minute. I have one more thing to do. Okay.
Oh, the bell.
Brian, are you gonna be free for a minute or two?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. I'll call you.
Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next
Bye,
week.
everybody. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, Jesse.
Bye.
Bye.
Of course,
job.
thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye,
Bye.
Patricia.
Bye.
Goodbye.